Hey guys, welcome to the presentation, and this is Engel v. Vitale, and it took place in 1962. Alright, let's jump straight into it. So this is the background. So back in the late 1950s, a New York County Board of Education decided to create a voluntary prayer for their students in their districts to recite. This was all led by the board president, William Vitale. And when the local parents caught wind of what was going on in the schools, Stephen Engel, a Jewish man, did not like the prayer and believed it violated the First Amendment and the Establishment Clause. This led to a group of parents, spearheaded by Engel, to sue the New York Board of Education, thus giving us Engel v. Vitale. So this right here is the prayer in question. So could everyone please stand to recite the prayer with me? Nah, just kidding. We can't do that, but I'll read it to you guys. So it starts off with, Almighty God, we acknowledge our dependence upon Thee and beg Thy blessings upon us, our parents, our teachers, and our country. Very patriotic. Now, this brings us to our first question. Name/speculate reasons why Engel disliked the idea of school prayer. Do not include constitutional provisions.
So, let's start off with the argument of the petitioner. Mr. Engel argued that the board had violated the First Amendment, the Establishment Clause, and the wall of separation, being the division between church and the state. To justify this statement, Mr. Engel argued that under the 14th Amendment, the Due Process Clause, states also had to enforce constitutional protections like the freedom of religion. And so, in the creation of a school prayer, they would violate that clause, therefore making the prayer illegal. The argument of the defendant, Mr. Vitale, was that he claimed that the prayer wasn't referencing any specific religion, and it was only referencing the historical impacts of religion on the country as a whole. He also claimed that it was voluntary, as students could choose not to pray. So, let's move on to the question. Question number 2. What provisions did the petitioner argue were being violated by the creation of a school prayer?
The ending result was a 6-1 decision in favor of Engel because they believed that a government-directed prayer in public schools was unconstitutional. The Chief Justice was Earl Warren. Should schools be able to offer classes about religion? If so, to what extent will it become unreasonable? The significance of this court case is that it opened the door for later cases that strengthened the separation of church and state in public schools, including limits on school-led prayers, Bible readings, and religious displays. In this court case, the scholars ruled in favor of individual liberty. Discuss with your table groups other court cases which favored individual liberties. Thank you for listening.